So lately, I'm starting to learn about the voices in my head. It's kind of like all the voices in my head are in a van, and we're going on this really long road trip together. And me, my consciousness, I'm sitting in the driver's seat, right? And like every anime protagonist, I have no personality. All the personality is in every other seat around me in the van. In the passenger seat, right next to me, is Happy. Happy is like, oh, I'm so happy I got to go to my taco truck today, and the food was great, and it was nice and cool. It was a beautiful day. The sunset was pretty, right? And I can sing and dance and have fun with my friends. I'm happy. And then Sad is sitting right behind me, behind the driver's seat. Like, oh, I'm so lonely. I'm a terrible person. I'll never find happiness. You know, Sad fucks with me up here in the driver's seat. Because, like, it's so easy to listen to Sad. Because they're right behind me. When all I have to do is look right. And Happy is like, hello! He's right there. Happy is right there. But in that second row, next to Sad is Angry. Angry is chill most of the time. But when he gets ticked off, you'll never hear the end of it. Like fucking trash in the sink, fucking assholes on the internet, fucking fucks fucking up my fuck. That didn't even make sense. Meanwhile, Logic is in the next row behind, looking at everybody like, y'all idiots. Y'all ain't making any sense ever. If Logic had it their way, they would just like fill the van with sleeping gas and put everybody else to sleep and just like drive the van to where it wants to go. Like that psycho with the gas mask in Squid Game. 20 years later, everybody else finally wakes up, with a fucking fanny pack around their waist and a mortgage. Like, what happened? Where did all the years go? Yeah, they don't really get along with Logic very well. But the one that everybody hates is the one all the way in the back of the van, in the trunk, in fact, sleeping menacingly, named Horny. Everybody is afraid of Horny because they all know Horny is the most powerful voice in the van. Once a month, on a full moon, Horny wakes up to quench its thirst, launches themselves up to the driver's seat like a prowler. Meow. Takes control of the steering wheel, and nobody else is strong enough to take the wheel away from Horny. Not me, not Sad. Sad is passed out. Angry can't compete. Logic is like already tossed halfway out the window trying to wrestle with Horny earlier. And meanwhile, Happy is in the passenger seat going, you go, girl, meow. But luckily, Horny doesn't drive the van for too long. Horny has their fun for, about 2 minutes tops. And then goes back to the trunk to sleep till the next full moon. By the way, true story, I'm like 95% asexual, except for the day before, the day of, and the day after the full moon. Yeah, I'm literally a lunatic. Now, there's one last voice part of this journey, and that motherfucker's clinging onto the bottom of this van, unwanted company, like a gremlin, like the my precious guy from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I like how I said like my precious guy, like like the My Pillow guy on TV. No, I'm just kidding. He's not as dangerous as the My Pillow guy. So yeah, the My Precious guy from Lord of the Rings who goes, my precious, that guy, and he says, and that voice on the bottom of the van speaks up and does that sort of creepy whisper gremlin voice. Whenever I'm most tired from the trip, I've already drank, a ton of tea and coffee to keep me up. We're out of gas. We've been out of gas for the last bajillion miles. We're running on fumes in the van. And that is when the gremlin voice is like, my precious, hey, go kill yourself. And this just gets everybody in the van agitated, Happy, poor Happy. Happy is in the passenger seat losing her voice and fading away like, when Tinkerbell loses her magic because the kids don't believe in her. Sad is in the back, because Sad actually believes him. Angry is like, barking at him like, get the fuck off the van, asshole. That doesn't do anything. He doesn't get off the van. Logic is, in the back trying its best, but still not enough. And in these situations, the half-faded, ghost-like shell of Happy, as a last-ditch effort, right, opens up the glove compartment in front of their passenger seat, takes out a giant purple dildo and just yeets it to the back of the van and knocks Horny awake. And as far as Horny knows, it's awake because it's the full moon. So it leaps into action into the front of the van, grabs the steering wheel, like a prowler, meow, and just takes the steering wheel and just jerks it around. Jerks it to the left, jerks it to the right, jerks it all around, until that little fucking gremlin under the van can't hold on anymore and falls off the van. And just has to make it on foot and run and try to catch up to the van eventually. And it'll catch up eventually, but for now, the van is just chugging along down the interstate. The moral of the story is, don't underestimate the power of Horny. But let's be serious for a sec. Let's get rid of the stigma of having suicidal thoughts. To me, going through them is just a normal part of being a privileged, spoiled brat. No, I'm kidding. No, I see going through them as a normal part of the journey we call life. All right, and if I could tell myself something, as someone who goes through this, I would say, next time you want to go kill yourself, just jerk off. And let Horny's alter ego, post-nut clarity, take the wheel afterwards. And just see what Happy wants to show you. Just take a look over to the passenger seat.